Hi, welcome to Sanjeev Kapoor Khazana. I'm Sonika and the recipe that I've got for you today is a crumble. Well, the crumble that we're making today is not a fruit crumble, but it is a dry fruit crumble. So let's quickly take a look at the ingredients to make this. Brown sugar, refined flour, butter, canned pineapples, maple syrup, blanched and peeled almonds, cashew nuts, dried figs, oats, raisins, walnuts, cinnamon powder, dried blackberries. Now that we've seen all the ingredients, let's start putting together our dry fruit crumble. For that, I'm going to very lightly toast the dried fruits. So I'm going to add in the blanched almonds first. Once this is slightly toasted, I'm going to add in the cashew nuts because we want both of these to slightly toasted. In the meanwhile, we're going to start preparing our crumble. And for that, I'm going to take some refined flour in a cup. This is about 1/3 cup of refined flour. Now to this, I'm going to add some brown sugar. I'll be adding around half a cup of brown sugar. And I'm going to give this a mix. So now to the crumble, I'm going to add in some butter. So I've got butter which is at room temperature. Now I'm going to mix this in with the help of my fingertips till we've got a nice crumbly mixture ready. So now our crumble is looking nice and it's got a beautiful texture which is like a breadcrumb. To this I'm also going to add some oats for a beautiful crunchy texture. And I'm going to continue to mix this around. So now my almonds are also slightly toasted. To this I'm going to add in the cashew nuts. And now we're going to wait till these go slightly golden in color. So while those are frying, we're going to chop up our pineapples. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of pineapple in this crumble so that you get a nice juicy flavor in it. Otherwise the dried fruits will make it too dry. So I'm just going to roughly chop the pineapple. So now I'm also going to cut up the anjeer. We're using anjeer in this. So I'm just going to chop it up into smaller pieces. So our cashew nuts and almonds have gone a nice brownish in color and they're toasted. At this stage, I'm going to mix together all the berries. But first, I'm going to drizzle some maple syrup into this. Next, let's add in the walnuts to this. Followed by the raisins, our chopped up anjeer. And now we're going to give all of this a good mix so that the maple syrup is coating all of these ingredients beautifully. And last but not the least, let's add in the canned pineapple. And now we want to give all of this a good mix. To this lovely mixture in the pan, I'm also going to add some brown sugar because we don't want there to be any lack of sweetness. We've already added maple syrup, but this gives it a lovely color and a crunch as well. Finally, let's also add in the dried blackberries and also some cranberries. And now we're going to give all of this a good mix and we're ready to assemble our beautiful dry fruit crumble. And we're going to add one final ingredient to our crumble mixture, which is some cinnamon powder. So I'm going to add some cinnamon to this and give it a final mix. Now it's time to assemble our crumble, for which I've got these amazing dried fruits over here. And I'm going to put a portion of this in these ramekin molds. Make sure you get a little bit of every dried fruit. And over this, I'm also going to spoon in some of the lovely maple syrup that we've got here. So all you need to do now is just sprinkle this beautiful crumble over it. I'd rather use a spoon and just pour it in. And now we're going to put this in a preheated oven and we're going to bake it at 180 degrees Celsius for about 15 to 20 minutes or till the crust is nice and golden brown and crunchy. So our dry fruit crumble is out of the oven and it's perfectly cooked. The dried fruits that we've added on top have got this beautiful caramelized brown color. And it's nice and crunchy on the top, and once you dig into it, it's going to be nice and smushy, filled with delicious mix of dried fruits. Make sure you try this recipe because it is a fabulous one and it goes great with ice cream, with cakes, or even just by itself. Hi, I'm Sonika and you're watching me on Sanjeev Kapoor Khazana. If you like the videos that we're doing on our channel and if you are learning something from them, make sure you do subscribe to the channel.